Vinnie's here now with a look ahead to sports. The Sonics are starting to look like the Supersonics again.
Yeah, well, you know, back when the Mariners wanted to their stadium, they started playing good, and then started the election going. Well, the Sonics maybe are taking a page out of their notebook as they play pretty good again tonight. Nick Collison leading the charge. We'll come back and cue it up. Don't you go anywhere. Driving down. Now, welcome back. You know, the Sonics are loving the home life these days. In the middle of this big homestand, they're on a 2-game winning streak, and they are looking for more. The Milwaukee Bucks, the intended victims tonight. It's 80s night at the Kia. Oh, do I love this or what? Where's Huey Lewis in the news? Where are the police? Look at a mullet. I love that. First quarter, Earl Watson. He's out playing like he's in the 80s. He's got the miss, but Ray there for the tip. 16-8 Seattle. Second quarter, Nick Collison. Nice passing here. Collison to Ridnow to Allen for the 3. 1 of 4 on the nights, 30-14 Seattle. Third quarter, Watson drives. He dishes to Damian Wilkins for the dunk. Get up off of that thing, Damian. Bucks just watching this one. 67-41 Sonics. Wilkins 16 points off for the bench. Late in the third, Luke gets up there to steal the alley-oop to Andre Brown. 77-47 Sonics. Brown had 10 points in 16 minutes. How bad was this thing? Sonics win it 99-72. Ray Allen 21 points. Nick Collison 16 boards, 13 points, 3 in a row for the Sonics. How about the Trailblazers in the Suns' second quarter? Stevie Nash with the assist to Amari Stoudemire for the Big Slim. 51-38 Suns. Portland, Zach Randolph, though, keeping the Trailblazers alive to steal the dunk. Randolph with 36 tonight. 86-77 Suns, but too much. Stevie Wonder. He hits a jumper to record his 26th double-double of the year. The Suns 106-101. Now tomorrow you got the Apple Cup of basketball. The Huskies going to Pullman for the game tomorrow, 3 o'clock. Cougars ranked 21st in the nation by ESPN. Derek Lowe averaging 14 points a game, and he says this is an important rivalry.
Became adjusted to our status as being rivals and the so-called all the hatred between the two of us. But I mean, it's all good and it's all, you know, sports and stuff. But it should be pretty fun. Look forward to the game.
Huskies still looking for their first road win. Now, speaking about the Apple Cup, the football Apple Cup, this 100th edition has been moved to November 24th. That's the Saturday after Thanksgiving. You're going to have a turkey that's going to be 2 colors on the table. They're doing it so both teams can get a bye week. And speaking about bye, the team that said bye-bye to the Seahawks last week, saying hello to the Saints this week, and quarterback Rex Grossman is not worried about any of the media criticism he hears.
Well, I take criticism from our coaches, and this is I don't pay much attention to media criticism. They don't really know exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. I take criticism from our offensive coordinator, quarterback coach, and try to get myself better from that. And everyone else's opinions doesn't really affect how I approach anything.
I call bull on that. I think he's at the newspaper stand every morning getting all the newspapers listening to sports radio. Hey, don't forget, you see the NFC Championship game here on Q13 Sunday, 12 noon. We'll be there showing it to you. How about the Miami coach today? They get a new one. Cam Cameron arrives in Miami to take over as the head coach. He's the offensive coordinator for the Chargers for the past 5 years. He was a head coach for Indiana. He replaces Nick Saban, who took off for Alabama after being with the Dolphins. The Bob Hope Classic. Hey, how about a little golf here? George Lopez hanging out. This is just weird. Nick Fetker, come on. Oscar De La Hoya with a birdie putt here. He's fighting Floyd Mayweather Jr. on May the 5th. Well, he's not fighting this guy, though. Justin Rose, the birdie putt, the lead for the day with an 18. And you guys want some tennis? You up for some tennis?
Down under, right?
Yeah, Australian Open. Marat Safin a little upset about playing on a wet court. He says, I don't like to play on the wet court. Please, close the roof. They closed the roof. Andy Roddick was tested by Safin. Push him to 2 breaks, but Roddick wins it. Also, Maria Sharapova advancing today. There you go. So everybody's happy down in Australia where I think it was like, 95 degrees or something like that.
Steamy.
Another reason to close the roof.
Yeah, keep the roof closed and give them the air conditioning. Those tennis players work hard.
Sweating a lot.
Tonight, New York Vinnie takes a closer look at arguably the best defense in football, the Chicago Bears.
Well, one of the things that the Seahawks have to worry about with the Bears is that ball-hawking defense that they have. I mean, they get after the ball. Even though they're short a couple of players out from the last time the Seahawks played them, Walter Jones, who has to look that defense in the face, I mean right up in the mug, knows that they can get it on and get after the Seahawk offense.
You know, you can look at the last game, man. They played us pretty hard, man. They knocked us around, and you know, they should be feeling comfortable. They should get all the pub. They should get everything, man, because you know they're a great defense. What, they 13, and I know they were 13-2. So you know, it's great, man. You know, you look forward to the challenge.
They got a lot of depth there, you know, and they've shuffled some guys around, but you know, they've got a rookie backup defensive end from Alabama. He's got 12 sacks. I mean, these guys are really, really good. So, yeah, obviously it hurts when you lose Pro Bowl players. They've lost 2 on the defensive side of the ball, but you know, they're still 13-3. They're still a good defense, and they got guys that know their system, that can play really well, and they are playing really well.
But let me tell you something, a very different Seahawk offense than the Bears saw last time. You have Jeremy Stevens, who's clicking, Sean Alexander, who's healthy. Remember, he wasn't even in the game last time, and a healthy Bobby Ingram. All 3 big factors in the Seahawk offense on Sunday against the Bears. At Seahawks camp in Kirkland, I'm New York Vinnie. Cue it up, sports.
New York Vinnie is getting us jacked up now for spring training and another exciting Mariner baseball season. Take it away, Vin.
You know, the Seahawks are done, so it's time to start thinking about the Mariners, right? Well, at least for me it is. You know, I just saw on the website the other day, the Mariners said they're talking about signing Joey Lawrence or Brian Lawrence or Lawrence Welk, some guy, another pitcher that's been hurt. Wasn't he in Menudo, Brian Lawrence? I don't know. Hey, listen, here's the bottom line. It seems like every time we sign a pitcher now, it's because the other team doesn't want to pay the hospitalization bills anymore. Chris Reitsma on the disabled list. Brian Lawrence has been on the disabled list. Horacio Ramirez is on the disabled list. It seems like a whole starting rotation was in the hospital last year. Now, look. Maybe it'll work. Maybe all of these guys will come together and have great years all at once and be well rested because they haven't pitched all that much lately. But for my money, what you ought to do is the Mariners, instead of them nice blue uniforms, maybe they ought to get some camouflage-looking uniforms for the starting rotation. And instead of calling them the M's for Mariners, we'll call them the M's for Mash Unit. Come on, Bill Bavasi, get me one healthy pitcher, please. I'm New York Vinnie. Cue it up, sports.